KitchenGadgetsClub.com, and also the voice behind your popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today we are back with day 2 of our 12 days dedicated to Christmas. Well, I've been asked by a few of our readers to get the Philips air fryer back out, saying that I don't use it anymore. Well, I do use it, I just forget about it because I've got so many air fryers. It is still my favourite in case anyone's asking. And I wanted to make you a nice Christmas dish that is just so easy to rinse and repeat and perfect for this season, and that it freezes well and you can make it ahead as well. And this is also perfect if you're serving less people this Christmas. What we are making is chicken wrapped in bacon stuffed with stuffing. I mean, it's just one of those greats, isn't it? That we all love and we can't get enough of. And chicken and bacon in the air fryer are just delightful. I remember when we brought out our first cookbook, the complete air fryer cookbook, the one recipe you were loving the most was our chicken wrapped in bacon with some Philly cheese. So this is a fun take on this, and this is with stuffing. But I love sharing with you where my inspiration came from for recipes, and this one, earlier in the year I attended a cooking class, and it was a knife skills one, and they were showing you how to remove the bones from the chicken thighs. I've actually got boneless ones here, but it was the lovely way that they'd added the stuffing into the chicken and then they'd wrapped it up and they'd done it for sous vide, and I thought, this just is crying out for some bacon. I want some bacon on this. I want to make my own stuffing in there, and I bet it'll be amazing in the air fryer. So that's exactly what I'm showing you how to do today. A simple stuffing, some boneless and skinless chicken thighs, and some bacon. It's as simple as that. So, shall we get started? So what ingredients do you need? It's a really simple one, is this recipe. We have got in a bowl already some thinly chopped leek, some fresh parsley that's been chopped as well, salt and pepper, and I've also sliced up some garlic in here as well. Of course, the full recipe is going to be added to KitchenGadgetsClub.com, so if you're interested you can find the recipe over there with the proper measurements. And then what we also need for the stuffing is you need an egg and you need some breadcrumbs. If you're on a diet or watching what you eat, then these are actually made with sourdough breadcrumbs. So just think you can also do it with those. And then I've got some sausages here to go in with the stuffing. And then of course the chicken and the bacon. These bacon slices aren't the best for it because they're quite thin, so if you can, get thicker ones. And then I also recommend having some cocktail sticks. Oops, I've dropped a cocktail stick in there then. Some cocktail sticks, because then you can use that to keep the bacon in place for when it's cooking. So we're going to start by doing the stuffing first. So let's just put the chicken thighs and the bacon to one side. Into the bowl, breadcrumbs. Crack in your egg, and then with your sausages, what you want to do, I'm just going to put this to one side so you can have a real close-up of this, is you want to put a slit all the way through the sausage like that, and then you can get the casing off so much easier. And stuffing is so much nicer when you use some already made sausages. So one sausage in, so rinse and repeat for your second sausage, like that, and again pop it open, and then into the bowl it goes. Just dropped a little bit of stuff in there. So that is what you need in your bowl. So now don't be afraid, get your hands in, give it a good mix, and then we should have some nice stuffing. And then if you look, you've got a lovely stuffing coming together there. You want it to be quite a wet stuffing so that it doesn't dry out when you're cooking the chicken. So as you can imagine, that's like a portion size. So now you've done that, I'm just going to give my hands a quick wipe. And now the chicken thighs are going to be the star. So with the chicken thighs, you want to open them up and then have them so that you can stuff them and then roll them up. So I'm just going to demonstrate with the first one for you. So if you open up your chicken thigh like that, and then you want to grab your stuffing. So let's say it's this amount of stuffing that you're adding. You just want to press your stuffing down onto your chicken like that, and then that's how you're going to roll it up. So let me just, I can fit a little bit more on that one actually, just to show you. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? So then, oh, that little bit of chicken's fallen off, oh dear. So then you want to grab your chicken like that, and then it's time for its bacon. Grab yourself a slice of bacon and then wrap the bacon around like you see there, and then pop a cocktail stick through it, or if you're in America you'd call it a toothpick, and look at that, you can see where it's going through there. And then you want to turn it around and do it the other way. This bacon's not the best for this job. And then another cocktail stick through the other side, and like that. And if you look now, you've got your bacon wrapped all the way around and it's ready for going in the air fryer. So 1 down, 3 to go. It's simply the same thing, and I think the only problem I've really had with this recipe when I've been testing it is actually making too much stuffing. But I think I've managed to get it down to an amount that would just fill 4 thighs now. But if you feel like you're in the same boat, you can always make some stuffing balls with what you've got left. This is also a good recipe to do is if you've done Christmas and you've got loads of stuffing left over and you just want something simple to do with it, then this is a great backup plan. You may also find it easier if you're doing them all at the same time. So what you could do is you could get the others all out together like that, and then stuffing onto each. And then if you've put too much in one and not enough on another, then it's very easy for you to adjust. Like that one hasn't got as much there. Oh, and doesn't it look a lovely colour with the fresh parsley on? So then, like that again. Wrap it up like that. And then grab out your bacon. The bacon we've got, like I said, it's really, really thin. But if it was thicker bacon, then you could do it on 1 cocktail stick. So then these final 3 just need the bacon in the other direction, and then tuck in any bits that stuck out. And then for the last one, wrapping it round. So if you've got a bit of bacon that's a bit short, then you can literally do it like that to hold it in place. And now we've got our 4. I mean, they look brilliant. Like that. Perfect. So I'm just going to have a clean down, and I'm going to find myself a foil tray, and we can get these on in the air fryer. Right, so I've had a clean down. Yep, I know, the most boring part of it, but it's got to be done right. And now we can actually get them on. So the easiest way to cook them is to put them on a foil tray. You can use silicone, but we find that the foil trays do a best job. Or you can use a casserole dish that fits your air fryer. After all, that is what you would use if you were doing the same recipe in an oven. So let me show you. Philip's air fryer is out. Like I say, this will work in any air fryer, by the way. I'm just using it as an example. And then foil tray sits perfectly in the Philips air fryer, and then you can easily fit 4 of them in together like that. If you look, doesn't that look fabulous? So now let's get cooking them. So I recommend you to start with 20 minutes at 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, and then just see if they need another 5 minutes until they reach the internal temperature. I normally do 20 and sometimes turn them over for the last 5 minutes. It depends what mood I'm in and how crispy you want your bacon, of course. So let's set the cooking time, shall we? We're looking for 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit, a cook time of 20 minutes to kickstart the chicken, and then press start. Whilst our kitchen gadget is on, working its magic, can I tell you more about our 12 days of Christmas? Well, basically, it's a different recipe every day for 12 days. And we've done it because we absolutely love using our kitchen gadgets at Christmas time, but also because we thought it would be really, really helpful to someone else out there if we did a giveaway where you could win your Christmas dinner. So where we would pay for your Christmas dinner shop, and then you could have turkey, chicken and all the trimmings, or whichever ones you want. And it's also to celebrate the pre-orders of our brand new cookbook, the Multi-Cooker Cookbook, which is such a beautiful cookbook. I'm so proud of this, and it's got 125 deliciously easy recipes and essential techniques. But what's so amazing about this is it's brilliant for if you have different kitchen gadgets, because it covers air frying, pressure cooking, slow cooking, mixing up pressure cooking and air frying, steaming, and so many others. So it also includes the opportunity to get our turkey recipe, so you can actually get the turkey recipe that's featured in the cookbook before it's even out. All you have to do is pre-order yourself a copy of the Multi-Cooker Cookbook. Simply search Multi-Cooker Salmon Dome or go to KitchenGadgetsClub.com/books, and you can pre-order yourself a copy there, and then you can be having this turkey recipe in your house this Christmas, and also have the chance to win your Christmas dinner on us. So now pause the video and do that, and then let's get back to this recipe. And we've beeped. So shall we check on them? Oh, look at them beauties, do they look lovely? I love bacon in the air fryer. You just cannot get over how crispy and yummy it goes. Oh, they just look so good. So I'm going to get an internal temperature now so that you know what you can kind of expect at this point. So I've got my thermometer, so let's check. Always go for the thickest part of the meat or poultry, whatever that you're checking. So I'm going to go right in the middle there. We're at 50 degrees on that one. What are we on this one? 53, 50, 48. So like we expected, it needs another 5 minutes, so you can choose at this point, are you going to turn the chicken over and crisp the other side, or are you just happy to keep it all in one side? It depends on whether or not you want the faff of moving them over, or you don't mind if the bacon's quite crispy. I don't mind, so I'm just going to leave them as they are, but you're very welcome to turn them over if you prefer. So pop them back on. So now we're going to do another 5 minutes, so 180 Celsius, 360 Fahrenheit again, and let's take the cooking time down to 5 minutes and then press start. And we've beeped, so shall we check and see how the chicken's doing? Are you ready? Oh wow, look at that. Doesn't that look fabulous? So let's do another internal temp. Yeah, 71. That one's still a bit under. So I'm going to give them a few more minutes because they're not quite there yet. Same temperature again, but this time just another 4 minutes just to get the internal temperature of that chicken spot on. So I put them on for an extra 4 minutes because it's always better to undercook them and come back and check on them rather than them being way over, because air frying just cooks things so fast. So one of my readers calls this her secret weapon to kitchen gadget cooking, and I totally agree. So make sure you've got one yourself at home to use. And you know, they'd be done quicker, they'd be done in 25 minutes if they weren't stuffed, because that's adding to the thickness of the chicken and meaning they're cooking for longer, and then a foil tray often adds a minute or two as well. So if you want to think about that, if you were just doing normal chicken thighs, 25 minutes would be perfect. Chicken breast, 15 minutes for small, 20 minutes for medium, 25 minutes for large. So you get the idea there. So we'll be back in a few minutes. And we've beeped. So should we check on the internal temperature now? Bacon. The bacon always excites me. That's at 70 now. 74. 73. Double checking. 77 in that bit. 73, 76. So we are cooked, so it's reading between 72 and 76 degrees Celsius, and you're looking for a minimum temperature there of 70 or above for cooked chicken. So we are now done. So I'm just going to give it a couple of minutes to rest, and then I can slice into it and show you how beautiful it looks in the middle. So I've allowed them a chance to rest a little while. Not that they really need it from a cooking point of view, but more so that it's easier for you for when you're getting them out of the air fryer. And maybe using a different kitchen gadget to get your sides ready at the same time. It's just nice to have it on the side and then chop into it when you're ready. So should we take a closer look? Grab the foil. It's now cool enough for me to handle. And then pop your clean air fryer to one side. Oh, and look at those, don't they look beautiful? Let's move the air fryer out of the way because we don't need it now, do we? Oh, and look at those, don't they look amazing? So you need to start by grabbing one. And then you want to be getting your cocktail sticks out. Why is it? I can always find one really easily and then the other is more of an effort. There you go, that's the 2 cocktail sticks on there. And then grab yourself a knife and you can chop into it and see how amazing it looks. Oh, and look at that. Doesn't that look fabulous? And then you can rinse and repeat and do as many as you want at once. Or you can serve them whole. Where's the other one gone? There you go, 2 cocktail sticks out. This one as well. Oh, I love the colouring on top. One thing to remember is I always see them like this, already wrapped up with the bacon and the chicken and the stuffing, sold in the butcher's windows. So if you don't want to cook it from scratch and make it all yourself, grab some of those from the butchers and just use our time and temps. Or use our time and temps for other meats and poultry that you get from the butchers as well, because we've got our air fryer cooking guide and that has so many different times and temps for different things that you would cook in the air fryer. So let's have a closer look in this one, shall we? Sorry, see if it's as good as the other one. Oh yeah, that one's even more scented if you look there. You've got 2 more which you can serve whole or you can chop into, depending on how you like it. Just remember to get rid of your cocktail sticks. So I always end up feeling around for them. That's one there. Push this one too far in so it's harder to get out, but yep, got it. And then that's the final one. It's just brilliant for holding it in place. And then you can't even tell they've had cocktail sticks in. So that is just how easy it is to do that with. And then of course, if you want to see a closer look of them, let me put them on a plate, because when you're on a chopping board like that, you can always see them as nicely. So take a look at that. Wow, look at those, don't they look amazing? And a Merry Christmas from Sam and Dom and the team here at KitchenGadgetsClub.com. And you can find this and loads more of our Christmas recipes over at KitchenGadgetsClub.com. Thanks so much for watching our YouTube video. It feels so amazing that you've stuck around to the end. And of course, that must mean that you like our videos. So why not also follow us on social media? You can find us at the Kitchen Gadgets Club on Facebook and on Pinterest, TikTok. We're Kitchen Gadgets Club. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel for more great videos like this one. And you can also find us at KitchenGadgetsClub.com, where we have a membership that shares brand new kitchen gadget recipes every week. And we also have lots of great ideas, resources, tips and tricks. And we are an ovenless kitchen, so we teach you exclusively how to cook with kitchen gadgets. And a ciao for now.